Ever wonder why some people command immediate respect when they walk into a room, while others are constantly overlooked and dismissed? Here's the brutal truth. If you continue to tolerate unacceptable behavior, you will never earn genuine respect from anyone. Not from your colleagues, not from your friends, not even from yourself. Stop. Right. Now, this ends today. The difference between those who are respected and those who aren't isn't about talent, education, or luck. It's about boundaries, what you're willing to tolerate, and what you absolutely refuse to accept. Period. Let me hit you with a paradox that's probably ruining your life right now. The more disrespect you tolerate, the less respect you receive. Think about that. Every time you smile through an insult, every time you downplay your achievements, every time you let someone talk over you in a meeting, you're not being nice or professional. You're teaching everyone around you exactly how to treat you. And that lesson sticks. Here's the wake-up call you desperately need. Respect isn't given freely. It must be commanded through your actions, your boundaries, and your refusal to tolerate anything less. What's the real cost of tolerating disrespect? Far more than you realize. Every time you swallow your words when someone takes credit for your ideas, you're paying. Every time you laugh off inappropriate comments, you're paying. Every time you accept being undervalued, you're paying. And the currency? Your dignity, your confidence, your future opportunities. The most expensive thing you'll ever do is give away your self-respect for free. The worst part? This transaction happens silently, invisibly, but the effects compound relentlessly over time, until one day you wake up and wonder why nobody takes you seriously. The respect equation. Let me break this down into a simple equation. Your boundaries plus your response to violations equals your respect level. It's mathematics, not magic. When your boundaries are weak and your response to violations is passive, your respect level plummets. When your boundaries are clear and your response to violations is firm, your respect level soars. Which side of this equation are you on right now? The 5 horsemen of disrespect. There are 5 critical situations where tolerating disrespect will destroy your reputation permanently. Recognize any of these in your life? The silent dismissal. Your ideas are ignored or attributed to others. You say something in a meeting, nobody acknowledges it. 10 minutes later, someone else says the exact same thing and receives praise. The value vampire. Your time and expertise are consistently undervalued. People expect you to work for exposure, for less than you're worth, or to constantly prove yourself when others don't have to. The boundary bulldozer. People regularly overstep your personal and professional boundaries, assuming you'll accommodate their demands regardless of your own needs. The respect disparity. You notice others with similar qualifications are treated with more respect, given more opportunities, or held to different standards. The credit thief. Your contributions go unrecognized, while others claim credit for your work and ideas. If any of these sound familiar, you don't have a colleague problem, or a boss problem, or a friend problem. You have a tolerance problem. Here's where everything changes. Today, most people will read this, nod in agreement, and continue tolerating the same disrespect tomorrow. They'll have the same complaints next year. Their situation will never improve. But you're not most people, are you? The difference between perpetual victims and respected leaders comes down to one critical decision. Will you continue to tolerate what's destroying your reputation? This is your turning point. This is where you decide that the old patterns end now. Ready for the revolution? Here's your battle plan. 1. Identify your current tolerance threshold. Before you can raise your standards, you need to know where they currently stand. Make a list of situations where you've tolerated disrespect in the past month. Be brutally honest with yourself. Hard truth. Most people can't even identify when they're being disrespected because they've normalized it for so long. 2. Set clear, non-negotiable boundaries. Decide right now what you will absolutely no longer tolerate. Not tomorrow, not next week. Starting the moment you finish reading this. This isn't about being aggressive. It's about being clear. I need to be credited for my work. My time is valuable and needs to be respected. I expect to be spoken to professionally. Write these down. Memorize them. They are your new constitution. 3. Develop your response arsenal. For each boundary, decide exactly how you'll respond when it's violated. Preparation is power. When someone takes credit for your idea, actually, I proposed that solution earlier. I'm glad you agree it's a good approach. When someone consistently interrupts you, I'd like to finish my thought before we move on. When someone devalues your work, my rate reflects the value I provide and isn't up for negotiation. The key is immediate, calm, and firm response. Disrespect thrives in the gap between violation and reaction. 4. Practice strategic discomfort. Enforcing boundaries feels uncomfortable at first. Embrace that discomfort as the price of transformation. Remember, temporary discomfort leads to permanent respect. Temporary comfort leads to permanent disrespect. Which would you prefer? 5. Curate your circle. The 5 people you spend the most time with determine your standards. If those 5 people tolerate disrespect, you will too. Make the difficult but necessary decision to distance yourself from those who consistently violate your boundaries and draw closer to those who demonstrate respect. When you refuse to tolerate disrespect, a powerful transformation begins. Initially, people will test your new boundaries. This is expected and necessary. Hold your ground. Some relationships will naturally fade away, which isn't a loss, but a clearing of space. As this happens, remarkable new opportunities appear with individuals who operate at your elevated standard of respect. Your confidence expands dramatically with each boundary you maintain. Most significantly, you'll draw in allies who genuinely value your clarity and conviction. The true breakthrough, however, comes from within. You'll finally develop authentic self-respect. This internal shift creates the foundation from which all external respect grows, creating a positive ripple effect that transforms every aspect of your life. Let me be crystal clear about the alternative. If you continue tolerating disrespect, it will only escalate. The dismissive comment becomes the stolen opportunity. The stolen opportunity becomes the stalled career. The stalled career becomes the life of quiet resentment. Is that the future you're working toward? Every time you tolerate disrespect, you're voting for more of it in your future. How many more votes will you cast against yourself before you change the ballot? This is your decisive moment. Right now, not after the next slight, not after you finish this project, not after you get that promotion. Now, because respect isn't something you earn gradually through tolerance. It's something you command immediately through boundaries. The world will never respect you more than you require it to. So what will you require starting today? As you finish reading this, you stand at a crossroads. Path 1. Continue as before, hoping things will somehow improve while your actions stay the same. Path 2. Implement these principles immediately, accepting the temporary discomfort for permanent respect. The choice is yours, but remember, if you tolerate disrespect today, you guarantee more disrespect tomorrow. What's your next move? Respect isn't a nice to have. It's the foundation upon which every successful relationship, career, and life is built. The world doesn't reward talent, intelligence, or even hard work as much as it rewards self-respect, manifested through clear boundaries. Stop tolerating what diminishes you. Start demanding what elevates you. Because if you continue to tolerate disrespect, you not only surrender your current dignity, you mortgage your future potential. The respect revolution begins with a single decision, not one more day. What will you refuse to tolerate? Starting now.